Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to NFA Studios. I'm Reagan Wagner, CEO of National Financial Alliance.
Happy New Year. I'm Kristen Wagner, CEO of NFA.
We're glad you could join us. It's the new year, and we're excited to kick things off with you again today.
Yes, we are. Happy New Year. January always brings a sense of fresh perspective. It's a natural time to pause, reflect, and think intentionally about what we want the year to represent. Not just financially, but personally as well.
That's right. Instead of setting a long list of resolutions that can feel kind of overwhelming, today we're going to talk about something simpler and more meaningful. And this is really like your favorite thing to do.
It is.
So we're going to talk about choosing a word of the year.
Yes. And last year, my word was efficiency, which was amazing. It's so funny that it became our most efficient year.
Well, where your focus goes, your energy goes, right?
Yeah.
Or your energy flows. So as we look through the word of the year, we're going to try to walk through a reflective guide to help you apply that word throughout the year, like you did last year, to make us more efficient. And then we're going to tie it into what the broader economy is looking like and the market landscape and how we can move this through 2026 with your new word. And I picked one. Last year I was ahead. I got to pick one first. But this time we're going to do it together.
Yeah. A word of the year acts like a compass. It's not about perfection or pressure. It's about direction. So your word might describe how you want to feel, how you want to show up, or what you want to focus on.
Oh, wow.
Words like clarity, discipline, balance, growth, or intention often come up, right? Those are kind of like the normal ones.
Like buzzwords?
Yeah, but honestly, there's no right answer for your word of the year. It's what you make of it. The best word is the one that really resonates with where you are today and where you want to go for the year ahead.
What we love about this approach is that it creates consistency. When life gets busy or uncertain, your word becomes your anchor. It helps you guide your decisions, your priorities, and even conversations throughout the year.
For sure. To help with that, we've created a reflective guide that walks you through your word of the year in a practical way. So it starts with looking back, what worked well last year, what felt heavy or misaligned. Reflection gives clarity, and clarity leads to better decisions going forward.
From there, the guide helps you look forward. And how do you want to show up in your daily life? As Kristen said, how do you want to act in your relationships, your work, and your financial decisions? Instead of setting rigid goals, and now I'm a goals guy, so we know that. I like the goals. But when you're thinking about this is used to really create awareness and intention. And the approach is especially helpful in times when the environment around us feels kind of unpredictable and uncertain.
Which is often.
Yes, it is.
So,
all right, you get to go first.
All right. So my word of the year is elevate for 2026. So elevate my mindset, my standards, and my actions. Because growth does not happen by accident. It happens by intention.
I like that.
In 2026, I am now committed to elevating how I lead, how I serve, and how I show up every single day. This is the year to rise higher, bring others with me, and turn potential into impact. So it happens to be that our kickoff meeting theme this year is Rise Up. So didn't even think about that till just now, but it goes hand in hand. So it's pretty cool. The meaning of elevate to me is intentional lifting of what matters most in your life. So that also aligns with our coaching culture at NFA and our desire to raise the bar for ourselves and for our advisors in NFA.
That's right.
And our clients.
And you already set a pretty high bar, so I'm anxious to see how we can elevate through that this year. I know you hold me accountable, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but I'm excited about it.
So what's your word of the year, Reagan?
Well, last year mine was stewardship, and I felt like we were good stewards of the resources that were given to us. I feel like we were good stewards of the work and the flow that we had, both in what we gave this year as well as what we were able to do for our clients and our advisors. So this year I thought a little bit about it and said, okay, what kind of encompasses both what I want to be able to do personally and professionally, because you challenged us to do personal and professional together. So I thought about it and I came up with compounding. A little bit different take, but compounding is our guiding principle with every decision. And every decision should create value that builds on itself over time. So we prioritize long-term gains and over short-term wins and durability. Sometimes I get wrapped up into the now, right? Kind of like time in the market, right? It's good for a short period, but it's not a long-term compounding for success. But it also with relationships and how am I showing up for our relationships and how am I compounding those relationships and really adding enough value to have that growth over time. Sometimes we have those fleeting moments where we meet somebody and we go, hey, how you doing? We get an introduction and then we don't remember their name 2 minutes after we walked away. And I'm going to work real hard to increase the compounding of those relationships and to really learn more about people, but also make sure that as we practice our reinvestment, make sure that our reinvestment both into our company, into our business, into our clients and our advisors is intentional so that we can build profits over time and energy are redeployed where they can multiply. So we're looking for multiplicative growth and logarithmic growth in how we grow the organization, but also in how we grow our giving and how we grow our relationships. And that's what I'm going to be focused on is how can we compound those relationships and really work on protecting the downside and the risk management side of things so that we can really kind of grow forward in an exponential way.
That is awesome. I love that. So it's kind of funny that compounding also goes hand in hand with your interest in your accounts.
Sure.
Compounding interest is better than simple interest.
That's right.
But there we go.
It's funny how that works out that way, right? It's almost like we were thinking about it.
That's crazy.
But we want to make sure that we do that. And I really want to, compounding for me aligns with last year's word of stewardship because I want to really build longevity in not short-term gains. I want to build that consistent, repeatable growth year over year, both in how we show up, our stewardship, our growth in our company, growth in our people, and really help increase that in a compounding fashion.
That's awesome. So the idea of intention is especially relevant as we look ahead to 2026. According to LPL research, we are now in a market environment that continues to be heavily influenced by policy decisions and momentum, rather than traditional economic cycles like before. This means we should definitely expect periods of opportunity, but also periods of volatility.
Yeah, when we think about LPL research, they anticipate that while the economy may slow modestly in 2026, the underlying resilience driven by areas like AI and physical spending could support growth later in the year. At the same time, higher market volatility is likely to remain a theme, especially with the midterm elections, and those historically bring up more uncertainty in the markets. But that's why we like that word. That's why I like that compounding, that longevity comes in. And if we couple yours, elevate
The positivity.
Mm-hmm.
This is where your word of the year really matters. In an environment where headlines change quickly and markets can react very sharply, having a guiding word like patience, discipline, or perspective, can help you stay grounded and focused.
Yeah, and as we think about that, you want those grounding principles, and you want to really understand that, and those go hand in hand with your investments. Like, how are we diversified? What's the balance of your portfolio? What's it going to be used for? And staying invested rather reacting emotionally to a short-term market movement. We all know what those ebbs and flows go through, and when we think about how they align to our word of the year, in what you choose as you go through the worksheet and you think about your own word of the year, whether your word is focus or confidence, it becomes a filter that we can really view your decisions through, and those include your financial ones. So I know we're going to do that with ours.
For sure. And your word of the year isn't about predicting outcomes or predicting the future. It's about how you navigate whatever comes your way in your life. And the reflective guide is designed to be something you return to, not just in January, but throughout the year as a reminder of what matters most to you.
Well, and as always, our role is to really help our clients, advisors, and our staff really stay informed and supported and aligned with your long-term goals, including what's going to happen as the market environment changes. But we want thoughtful planning, and we want to be intentional with our decision making, and we want that to remain constant so that it does compound over time.
So as you move into this year, we encourage you to take the time to choose your word, number one, and then walk through the guide. Reach out to us if you would like one. It's a small exercise that can have a really big impact on your life.
Thank you for spending time with us today. If you have any questions about your word of the year, obviously get with Kristen. She's the one that started this several years ago, and we've seen huge successes with it. And if you have questions about your financial strategy, how the outlook ahead may apply to your situation, our team is always here to help. And we look forward to continuing the conversation with you throughout the year here on NFA Studios.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.